Hi, welcome to How to D&D. My name is Fred Wheeler and today I want to talk about Dungeons & Dragons 5 Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden, Chop Shop Review. This is a review of the Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden, Dungeons & Dragons 5e adventure. The cover artwork for Rime of the Frostmaiden has the Frostmaiden and a frozen man, and I think it's amazing, but I don't think it's really creepy. The plot of the adventure is to save the 10 towns of Icewind Dale from a dragon and also to try to end the magical winter. But it also has a twist ending. There is not just the Frostmaiden who is the villain, there is another villain as well. There are some difficult topics that need to be discussed with your players before Session 0, like player character betrayal, incest, cannibalism, ritual sacrifice, parasitic monsters, child abuse and animal violence. The style of the adventure starts with a sandbox and develops into a linear progression with multiple solutions and outcomes possible. The name pronunciation chart is very helpful for some words because they are quite difficult to pronounce. The character hooks tied to backgrounds is a great idea and executed pretty well. This adventure is not beginner or new dungeon master friendly as an adventure overall, because of its complexity and its high preparation time. Intermediate to experienced dungeon masters will love the layout for this adventure and its formatting and the fact that there is lots of page referencing throughout the chapters. The wilderness survival rules offer mechanics for avalanches, blizzards, extreme cold, travel and frigid water. There are a few mechanics for snowy environments that are reprinted from the Dungeon Master's Guide. Some mechanics like the avalanche and the blizzard really could have been a skill challenge and they would have been far more exciting. This adventure has a plot flowchart with character level guidance, story summaries and a chapter reference, and it's an awesome idea. Each chapter has clear character advancement guidance, including multiple suggestions in some cases. The 10 towns only have 3 places detailed for each town, but the towns all have a map and they are clearly formatted. This adventure's combat encounters could have been viewed as a poorly designed mess or just offering flexibility and more challenging fights. Don't be fooled by arguments that the adventure is not balanced because it was never intended to be balanced by game designers. This adventure will be brutal for first level characters and sometimes second level characters that don't have a party of 6 to 7 experienced players. Now this is because player characters are expected to flee from many of the threats they come across and to also use advanced combat tactics. The random wilderness encounter table on page 105 indicates combat difficulty and is a traditional dungeon master tool to ensure that parties select a safe campsite. There are overland travel guidelines for most locations to save the dungeon master time preparing the game. Multiple adventure hooks are suggested for each stage of the storyline. The structure of this adventure is modular, so it's possible to just use part of this adventure, or just a location, or just a quest, or you can rebuild the entire thing. This allows for each adventure campaign to be unique for different groups. It also means that if you are homebrewing, you can steal this and pretty much put it together like Lego bricks to make your own Dungeons & Dragons campaign. The Scroll of Tarrasque summoning is a terrible idea, but very funny if you want to burn your campaign or adventure down as a final conclusion for the player's enjoyment or amusement. The maps are clear and have a simple colour design that do their job well. The artwork inside the book is mostly dark, snowy landscape with an isolated and bleak atmosphere, but it's not really horrifying. There's a lot of backside views of people holding torches in the artwork I noticed as well. Appendix A, the Icewind Dale Trinkets table, has a few cool items, but it only has 25 items, not 100 items, like a true percentile chart. Appendix B has character secrets that are designed to create fascinating and enjoyable roleplay moments and mistrust amongst the characters. Some of the secrets will impact the players negatively, like the doppelganger in the party, a member being blessed by the Frostmaiden, and a slard tadpole growing inside one of the player characters. So don't use them unless people are close friends, mature, know the party conflict could occur and can deal with it in a healthy manner. There's a passing reference to Drizzt, but nothing else, so don't get excited. Appendix C is the creature section, and it's extremely disappointing with boring monsters. The outstanding monsters is the Living Spell, Big B's Hand, the Tomb Trapper, the Ice Troll, and maybe the Spitting Mimic. The Brain in the Jar has been reprinted before in other books, and the Cold Light Walker is a copy of the Thing from the movie. Appendix D has a few magic items and spells that have some nasty surprises like the Thermal Cube, the Scroll of Comet, and the Scroll of Tarrasque Summoning. I was not impressed by the 3 new spells offered. There is no index in this book, and it needs to have one like all reference books do. The pull-out poster map is double-sided with Icewind Dale on one side and the 10 towns in full colour on the other side. My recommendation to you: don't try to use everything in this adventure if you plan to run the whole campaign, as there's lots of extra content. This adventure makes a great chop shop from chapters 2 through to 3, and the following chapters could also be stripped by beginners through to experienced dungeon masters if they wanted to. I am shocked that this is a Wizards of the Coast product. It's a very, very good adventure book. Now, if you want more information on this particular adventure, the Rime of the Frostmaiden, I did a live stream that goes into far more detail discussing every aspect of the adventure. If you want more videos, I have hundreds of videos for players and dungeon masters covering every aspect of Dungeons & Dragons and Dungeons & Dragons 5e. If you want to support the channel, you can do that through Patreon, the Amazon affiliate links down in the description, the merchandise shelf underneath all of my videos, or just keep watching my videos. Make sure to do all the usual YouTube things like share, like and subscribe, hit the bell button to be notified when I go live and when I publish new videos, and hey, till next time, keep rolling those 20s.